coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First play, and Young is going to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From the gun, Steve Young. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Steve Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Young to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Looking to put a drive together.
19 tight.
Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw, Newton. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10.
Here's Newton. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Here is 3rd and 5.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
out of the gun, Newton. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60. 79 Broncos. Pop 7. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
To throw is Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Newton throwing again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They snap it to Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer, Junior Seau. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Cam goes out wide quickly. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
15 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Now it's Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
And the Lions are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Calvin Johnson from 3 yards out.
And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For the extra point.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Morton Anderson.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Now here's Young.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Out of the gun, it's Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Young to throw on 4th. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 12. First down, Eagles.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Young. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Powers past him at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They get this out left. Touchdown! From a yard out.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Lions 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Newton to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Here's Newton. Now he's going to step up and run. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now they'll change things up. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
Leads to second and
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Again, McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good.
He got 29 yards that time.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Young. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Lions 14.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready, set, 6, 18, Mustang 19. 19, lock.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard.
There he goes, right side.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw, Young.
To the right side, hauled in by McMillan.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
And they just get the play off. Now Young to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Young. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Lions 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing is Newton.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Calvin Johnson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are all tied at 28.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Sacked there by Bruce Smith.
It's 2nd down.
They go play action. Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. That's the former Charger great Junior Seau.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Now following the interception, here's Newton.
Down inside the 10.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard run.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now Young. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Eagles.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It'll be Young again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Bruce Smith, his second sack of the night.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Allen, 30 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
1st and 10.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Newton out wide. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
It's a pickup,
and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
they
7.
like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Newton.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Cam goes out wide quickly.
Number 81, Calvin Johnson. A 1-yard gain.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Mustang 19. 18 Cardinal. 8.
Newton.
That is caught.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
80.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So everything rests on the left foot of the great Morton Anderson. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Lions are going to win this game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game